Yep. Everybody know what it is. You know what it is when it's Eagles web. You already know. Already know. Already. Already. My little homie Gil up in here already. Like the champ is here. Got my phone on in the background. Told people to leave me alone about this time. Told him I gotta go see the champ. Gotta go see the champ, so don't be bothering me about this time. Not at this time of day. Okay. Looking at a little paperwork here. Paper's all good. There you go, trash man. My trash man out there, so gotta ignore his noise right here. Wait, hold up. Hold up a second. Wait. I know what to do. I know what to do. Just hold on. Hold on. All right, there we go. I just wanted him to get quiet. I don't know. He just got loud for some reason. He's usually not that loud. He was overdoing it today. That's right. Gil said salute to Eagles Web in the chat. That's right. Gil Cole's up in here, man. That's right. He's still the champ right now. He said, who can't sell out Eagles Web? Who can't sell out? He said we need to know. We're gonna throw him out there, Gil. We're gonna just, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna randomly, as you see, the coffin's still open too, though. But anyway, we're gonna just grab people out the air. Okay, that's the topic anyway. You know what I mean? So we're gonna grab them out the air and see if somebody's in some type of disagreement with Eagle Face from Eagles Web Boxing. We're gonna see if somebody has a disagreement with me. We're gonna say you can't sell out a broom closet. That's just some words. That's just some hateful words coming from certain people. I can give you a clue. You probably already know. But let me give you one. Let me give you one clue to one of them just running his mouth. Is that a good enough clue? Is that a good enough clue for you right there? That should be a good enough clue for you right there. That's one of them who's running his mouth right here. That should be a good enough clue. Who you think? That's one of them right here. Okay. That's one right there. Yeah, I see. Sir Flame just slid down the web, man, all quick. He quick on it, man. He slid down like what? Look at that. But that's how my watches do, though. So don't come in here because they already let you know before we even start. They very edgy. They got them trigger fingers. You know what I mean? They got them trigger fingers. So they don't play, man. You come in here, like brother said yesterday or the day before. He said you can't come in here out of pocket like that. Yep, you come in here out of pocket, it's over with. But anyway, Sir Flame up in the house, man. He crying. He said, salute at Eagles Web Boxing. Salute to the chat. He said, and as always, jab that like button on y'all neck. He said, don't get neck in Eagles Web Boxing. That's the 100 fire with the glove up good. And just speaking about that, man, after I saluted my bosses out because they in it. Whoever else is in here, you can come by and say hi. But Yeah, man, I got in an argument I was at the gym today and got in a little bit of an argument with one of my boys over at the gym about the whole Tyson Fury thing. And he was all adamant, yeah, I was going for Wilder, this and that, and blah 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 blah. But he ended up saying, yeah, but Tyson, yeah, he just did a number on him on this one, man. He just said Wilder just can't box, and this. I'm like, what? I said Wilder just got a different style. Now he's supposed to know something about boxing or something like that, but I didn't want to, I didn't want to start no trouble with him. So, but one day he'll see. Because what happened is I'm gonna just take my gloves over there and I'm gonna show him what happened. I'm gonna show him. Because sometimes it's a moot point to sit to argue with somebody, because a lot of people, they don't get it. They don't get it. But for us, the web watchers, they get it. Now I'm not. Let me see. Because, okay. So I was gonna show this. This is not what I wanted to show. Okay. This is what I was trying to. I'm trying to tell him. That's what I'm trying to tell him. I'm trying to tell him about that one. Oh yeah, see the thing about that, Sir Flame. Yeah, I got to show him. Now, how am I not show somebody when one of my favorite words is what? Or not just one word, but what's my favorite saying? Let's see it. So instead of wasting your breath all the time, when if somebody come at y'all the wrong way or something like that, just take them over to the clip. Just note the time. That's what you do. You note the time and you tell them. You go see Eagles Way of Boxing. Look at this particular stream at 15 minutes and 17 seconds in. Then look and listen to the explanation, as he will show you the deception live. That's how you got to do it. And so for me, I'm not going to waste a whole lot of energy, because you know what? I use a lot of energy and I use a lot of breath in here when I come do my stream. But I'm not going to do that out on the street. So if I got one of my boys just running his mouth, then I got to show him. Or he can be necked. Either way. He could be necked, and I'll show him. Because then, not only did I demonstrate to you, I tried to demonstrate to you, but you was hard-headed, you didn't understand. So then, now it has to be me and you. So you got to put your gloves on good, and I'm going to put one of my gloves on like somebody else put their glove on. And then I'm really going to show you. But we'll get to again about this who can't sell out. No, man, you can't sell out a baby closet, man. You cannot sell out a box, baby. I'm telling you. If there was a big enough box for 3 people to get in, you couldn't sell it out. And that's what he said. He said that. That's what he said. Y'all see y'all know who this is. I don't even have to say no name. You know who this is. Now he's getting smart, telling people, you ain't about that. You're not about that. But that's what we're going to talk about too, though. We're going to, how we throw everything together. I see Tony Bosden fell up in here. He said, salute the Eagles Way of Boxing in the chat. Smash the like button and show support and share and subscribe. That's right, Tony Bosden. You tell him. Sir crying. That's right. I got to show him though, sir. You got to tell him. Gil Cozy, Eagles Web. You go put gloves on him. I might have to put gloves on. That's right, Gil crying. I might have to let him know, man. I might have to glove him up, and then I glove myself up. And I'll let him hit me too. Go ahead. Just throw your punch. Go ahead. But then let me throw mine. Now let me throw mine with the illegal. Matter of fact, I'm going to put my hand in just like I showed you. I'm going to put my hand in the glove. So the whole time he's not suspecting. You know what I mean? And then once I touch him, I'm going to say, what that feel like? I said, I don't even feel like my hand in there, huh? I just saw you put because I want him to say that I saw you put your hand in there correctly. Because we already showed that. We already showed that. But people hard-headed though, man. So sometimes you got You know, sometimes you gotta let them see. Yeah. Sorry, Flame said at first I thought you were talking, you was taking the glove to him to show him how the fight should have went. Like, yeah. Well, I mean, he got his own gloves. Mr. Tiptoe in here, talking about salute to Mr. Tiptoe out there. Yeah, yeah, but we gonna see. Yeah, but we'll show. Hey, wait, hold on, just hold on 1 second. Just hold on, just 1 second. Be right back. Y'all go ahead and discuss it. That's right. We gonna talk about this. People gonna get tired of us talking about it or me, because I'm gonna talk about it. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it as long as I want to talk about it. You know what I mean? The coffin is still open, y'all. But there's a lot of people peeping down in that coffin lately, though. If you notice, and you know I don't get into all the small talk and all that, but there's people just paying attention to it. Oh, look what I got here. See, now I think these are even better. These are Everlast. You know what I mean? So these are even better to show because see, my wrist is right there. So, and we see how the talking glove, how the glove can talk, right? And we could talk. Now, I don't have all my wraps and stuff on today, but I'll just close it up, you know what I mean? And I'll just, maneuver my hand around a little bit. How long did that take? Somebody tell me how long that took. So I wanted to over dramatize it. These are 14-ounce gloves, by the way. Look, that's my, but now look. See? Does that look familiar? Look at that. Does that little curve look familiar? Now, I cannot touch. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put my thumb out just so y'all can see. You see where my thumb is? Y'all see it? Make sure they see it. Make sure they see the thumb good. See? That's my thumb right there. Now, where's my thumb doing way down there, sticking out of there? That's because my fist is right there. My fist is right there. I want to show you in a different kind of glove, a different pair of gloves. See? I want to show you that that's what that looks like when you grab somebody when your fist is down there. See? Because this would be tight. If you was grabbing them, you'll still have your fist balled up, and this part here will be nice and tight. And we already demonstrated that. I can get all kinds of gloves and show people the same damn thing. My boy, see, I wear those when me and him go spar or something like that. Me and him go fight, I wear them gloves right there. So those are quick. I can wrap those up real tight. You know what I mean? I can put on all kinds of hand wraps and have my fist. Time we touch gloves, I can already have my fist in there. And he'll be like, "Yeah, I saw you put your hand in there." No, my fist's already in there. I'm about to bare knuckle your ass and palm strike your ass. See? Now, the one thing that's hard to palm strike, and you can understand why it's hard to palm strike. I just want to show you this one more time. Okay, we're going to get into it, though, Gil. I know y'all blowing up, but we're going to get into it, but I'm going to show you. The reason it's hard to palm strike when your fist is balled up, look, okay, look. So I got the talking glove. Anytime your fingers is in there, the glove talk. Now it's closed. Now it's harder to palm strike because I'm going to end up breaking my damn wrist. You know what? Because I got to hold my hand up like this to palm strike. I can't really palm strike. But if my fist is down here, see, then I can palm strike. You see what I mean? Now I can palm strike your ass. Even if I ball my fist up a little bit, I can kind of palm strike you. You know what I mean? With the heel of my hand right there, I can still palm strike you. See, that looks real. That looks way graphic right there. See, when y'all look at that look way graphic. You say, wait a minute, that glove all sticking out. See. But I wanted to show you with just that, like that. I'll put it here because No telling I might end up picking it up again. Yeah. Okay. So y'all saluting out and then working and listening. There's Tony Bars and then that Sir Flame. Okay. Eagles Whip. Touch him with that. That's right. That's right, Gil Coach. He said, touch him with that sit your ass down jab. Sit your ass down. Yep. I used to practice that jab a lot. I like that sit your ass down. Yeah. That's what deep. Sit your ass down. So, and see, Tony said, Sir Flame said it took 3 seconds. So 3 seconds for me to adjust my hand in there. Now, if I'm practicing that shit during my, if I'm practicing that shit at home, because I know I'm scared to death, I'm about to get in this fight. How long you think it's going to take me to do that? How? You know what? Because if I turn myself into a magician, I'll be able to get that shit off in no time. Don't magicians get handcuffs off in like seconds? As soon as you put them shits on them, they already out of them. Because they know how to make you maneuver them a certain way. When you clicking them, when you're adjusting them to shut them, they already taking them off. You think you done clicked him in, he already out. See, and so we done think we clicked his ass in, but he already out. Yeah. But I know I missed somebody. Somebody says yeah, somebody says something in here. And let me see. I gotta go back. Let me hold on a second. Let me see. I know it was funny, cause y'all always on something. Gotta show them. That's right. Everybody crying. Say talk. Say. Well, I gotta go back to. I just went to the other screen. Just to make sure. Okay, so I'll go back now. Yeah. Gil said, show them that sit your ass down. I see B&B up in here. B&B that came up in the house. Slid down the web, baby. That's what's up, baby. Eagles Web. He said, I just uploaded a video. Tell me what you think. Okay. I'll go check it out, man. If you got a link for it, man, put in my email, man, because I ain't gonna be able to see. I'm not gonna be able to do it until like late. It's gonna be later tonight, man. I'm working on some stuff for my show, man. My show for Sunday. And they got my ass working early tomorrow, y'all. I ain't even know. And I got to finish up my stuff, man. Hold up. Let me show y'all. Because I got to finish up my stuff, man. We still talking. Don't worry about it. We still talking. I'm not going to forget. Don't worry. I'm just showing you what I'm working on. And see, I gotta finish up the details and stuff. This is made out of real buffalo hide. This drum made out of real buffalo hide. Yeah, but Eagle be doing too much though, man. But I gotta make sure I get in here and get my and get to y'all, man. Especially this is becoming more and more entertaining. It's becoming more and more entertaining because you got people just doing all kinds of people doing shit. Okay, so let's bring it up though, because I didn't see since I didn't let's bring it up. Let's bring one of the fighters up now though, because I thought I saw something in the chat, but I guess I didn't. It's just me. That's my ambition, is that I wanted to see something in the chat that wasn't there. But anyway, This is a question out to my web watchers and anybody who's up in the chat. So okay, I can't even get the question up because I want to phrase it a couple of ways. Okay, so instead of phrasing it a couple of ways, I'll ask you, instead of asking one question, I'll ask two. Did Mikey Garcia sit out of boxing just a little bit too long? Second question. Did Mikey Garcia's controversial win, and they always do the controversial, did that damage his brand? Because remember, all these stories and stuff still stick with us when it comes to boxing. All this stuff still sticks with us. Okay, so if somebody's talking about, because remember we did that whole thing on brands. We was talking about whose brand can we trust. And I can still trust. Now I can trust because there's one major brand in boxing right now, and that's Wilder. And regardless of what anybody thinks, and I have to, besides just being a host of this boxing, I'm going to let my emotions go a little bit on that because I've seen dirty stuff in older fights, but the dirty shit that I saw in this fight was just too much dirt. It was just too much that they let go. And so the third fight, because of what happened, and I know we still on Mikey, but because of what happened, Tyson is just going to try to just throw a couple of punches and grab and throw a couple of. He's going to try to fight like AJ now, since he's been exposed. Okay, but we'll get more into that. If I change my story on that, we'll get back into it. Okay, we'll get back into it a little bit later. Okay, but for right now, just on top, that's my thinking today. Okay, so we'll just look at it like that. That's my thinking. And smash my damn like button coming in here, because I know other people falling in and out. Oh, yeah. But we got a lot of people out there. Their brands are becoming sour, and their brands is turning upside down. They like turtles on their back. They gonna never get back on their feet, right? And then Sir Flame down there, he said he said when your hands are wrapped, you can't see the palm. There you go. There you go. See? There we go. Now there goes the observations and stuff. So that's why I wanted to show y'all a little bit different today. See, I showed you real quick, but you see my thumb sticking all out, and I can do all kinds of shit. You see what I mean? And matter of fact, if your thumb, think about it, if I was able to work my thumb out through there. See, and I'm not saying that was done, but if I could slow frame every little single step of that fight, I'm going to do it. If I get a chance to, I'm going to slow frame everything so I can catch it. So if we catch this sticking out the glove, then we really know, huh? You know how much damage you can do with that in a fight? I balled my fist up, but then I finally got that little piece of thumb through there. Got you, and then snuck it back in. See? And Sir Flame right on top of the top, as he says that, he said, for one thing, your hands are wrapped. You can't see your palm, but your fingers aren't wrapped. There you go. See? And before I got to it, before I said something about that thumb, now, I said something about the thumb. Now I come back and read what he said. He said, but your fingers aren't wrapped. And that's right. Your fingers, that's one thing that's not wrapped. Maybe they need to make that a rule that maybe start, wrapping them with gauze or some shit, wrapping your fingers up. Keep them shits together. Because they together in the glove anyway. They're already together. But just do a little bit of, figure eights on them. Keep them shits really together and stuff. So they can tell if you've been up to some sneaky type of shit, because all that figure eight and all that gauze and shit will be off your fingers if you try to wiggle them out and, scrunch your fists up too much. You scrunching your fists up and sliding it up and down, then it'll mess up the gauze and stuff. They can figure out a way. They definitely can figure out a way. Most def. And then Gil calls it Eagles Web. I need my hands wrapped like that for the next trivia. Of course, Gil, Gil, it's already a black eye, man. It's already, it's not a good sign, Gil. We got, me and you, we got to go in there and we got to take them out, the right way, man. We got to take them out on the legit status, man. It got to be legit when we get up in there. We ain't going in there with no fraudulent shit, man. Nothing fraudulent. And then Gil Cole say, Mikey ain't no pay-per-view fighter. He's the only one to put something down. Let me see. Sir Flame got it. No, he needed time to recover from spain. No, it's too long though, Sir Flame. You can't. I don't want to hit. Okay, so this is the thing though. So Master Aaron is saying that Mikey's just not a draw. In other words, he let Mikey draw straws and Mikey lost. It's like, Mikey, you can't sell. I'm telling you, Mikey, you can't sell out of the living room. So he just kind of like, he's just messing over Mikey though. Like, nah, you ain't worth it. We can't get that kind of money for you. He did the same thing he did to Crawford. He did that same move, y'all, that he do to Crawford. Y'all know how he do to Crawford. Mikey, you come over here. You want to fight Crawford, but you can't sell out a bathroom. We're not going to make that kind of money off you. Get them moving. And so that's what Bob do. Bob do that. Get them moving to everybody. Because he still is trying to protect Crawford also. Because that's his greatest investment, believe it or not. He don't really trust Loma like you guys think he does. He don't trust Loma. After he watching people knock Loma down and stuff that shouldn't be knocking him down, he don't trust Loma, believe me. One thing Loma do is Loma come back and fight hard. But what that would do to that little pink dwarf with the sausage arm, and I know this is what's gonna happen. He's gonna get in there with somebody who is the business, and he's gonna get hurt, and he's gonna come back trying to fire, off. He's gonna do all that jumping in shit and all that, and he's gonna get pieced apart. He's gonna get pieced apart because the person who's hitting him and taking it and chin checking him already done peeped his game. See, there's always gonna be a real one in there to get your ass, just like it was for a Pacquiao. And that was MTM. MTM just still pieced him up. He didn't take him out, but he still pieced him up pretty bad. And we know what Marquez did to him. I'm not going to put it up, Sir Flame. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to put it up because we're just talking about a lot of stuff, though. But Mikey, now I'm going to give you my side. Since Gil was probably the only one to say something about it, it was Sir Flame. I don't think it's because he stayed out. I think it's because he moved up to a division where he can't really be a star no more. Yeah, let that soak in a little bit. He moved up to a division where he just can't be a star no more. Because 147 got a couple of killers in there still. Still got a few killers up there. Matter of fact, for him, there's a lot of killers. That he would have to, in order for him to get that star back, he'll have to beat somebody like Danny. Then he'll have to beat Porter. And then he'll have to beat Ugas. And then they'll say, okay, yeah, he's ready for Spence again. Or Crawford or something. And then they'll say he's ready for Spence again. But see, what kind of power is his draw really going to be if he's at 147? What kind of draw is he really going to have? I'll see you down there, Joseph Brown. Jay Brown up in the house, y'all. He said salute to Eagles way of boxing. That's right. Yeah. So we can hear about the recovery at Sir Flame, but nah. It don't take that damn long to recover. He came back. He didn't show that much ill effects. I mean, he gets hit though. He cannot afford to get hit. Is he gonna get hit if he fights Sean Porter? Is he gonna get hit if he fight Ugas? Is he gonna get hit if he fight Danny? Or even Keith? Is he gonna get hit? That's the question. Is he gonna get hit? You see what I mean? Because what happened is he jumped status, and see a lot of times what happened is you try to trick the public. And we had the little fighter who tried that. Rigo tried that. But you try to trick the public, and sometimes you have them going with you. And matter of fact, the same thing what happened to Rigo. I think Rigo make a comeback though. Because Rigo's still fighting. Rigo, I mean, he's back to his old self or whatever. A lot of people don't like the way he fight. I love it. I love it because it's like chess. Like, figure him out and to get to him. If you can't figure him out to get to him, then he's going to win. But the thing is, when Mikey tried to jump in front of the line, like, oh, I'm getting all these belts, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and blah, 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 and jumped up, and then his other side showed. I'm out of my damn league, that side of him showed. Like, I'm out of my league now. So I'm out of my league, and when you get out of your league, what happens when you're out of your league? What happens to a pitcher? He pitches, let's say, for instance, he pitches in the NCAA. He's a pitcher, baseball pitcher, right? And they just call him up. He makes the call. And he's in the playoff, he's in the World Series, like the playoff for the World Series. You know what I'm saying? They just call him up, okay, yeah, we're gonna get you a start. And the team's winning. Okay, let's say for instance, it's a great team, like a good team. Let's say for instance, let's say like a great Yankees team or something like that. I just do Yankees out there. Don't get mad at New York or nothing like that. I got people there, so don't get mad. So anyway, so they put him in there, right? They're up. Here it is. We're in the 7th inning, and the other pitcher's kind of, his arm is kind of wearing out. So they throw his ass in there. He throws his first ball that he throws is like a strike. He's ready. Like, oh shit, everybody think he's ready. But guess what's happened? What happens to him? Score. What I say? So 7-4. So bottom of the 7th, the other team's up. He starts pitching. What happens? Because he can't keep up with that speed or whatever. What happens to him eventually? He just struck out a batter or something like that, but everybody's watching him like, okay, all right. Before you know it, they just start slapping in home runs on his ass. And same thing what happened with Mikey. Is that Mikey just gonna jump out of his division? He took himself out of there. That was a volunteer move. I think I'm greater than what I really am. So that's what happens when a fighter thinks that I'm greater. So you brought your ass up there, Mikey, and you thought you was greater, and you got your ass pieced up. All you did was do the shrimp all night. All you did was fold up and turn it to a shrimp. Every once in a while, you got desperate and tried to fight back, but most of you, all you was a shrimp. You wasn't trying to counter nothing or nothing. You just folded up like a shrimp. So I know the inside of your body was hurting. But if Earl really wanted to damage you, he should have threw some looping rights and lefts at your ass to make that guard come down or make that back of that head hurt, and then just stuck that body hard as he could. I mean, like a good gut shot. And then we wouldn't have to hear about you. Because you come back now, you came back and now you got a controversial fight. You came back and got a controversial fight, and you got Master Bob telling your ass this. What Master Bob telling you? Or either side. Master Bob telling you, hit the door. That's what Master Bob telling you. Now, you might have some fans or some people telling you go ahead and go Mikey, but it's not going to be a go Mikey because you're not in that same class no more. Oh, Jay Cooley then came up in here. All right, I see you, Jay Cooley. Jay Cooley says, salute, Eagle. In the chat, that's right. But you stepped up too far. See, you tried to go graduate and shit. You didn't even have a GED or nothing like that. You didn't even finish the 9th grade, and you're going to try to go graduate. You're trying to sneak across the stage, and they caught your ass. They said, no, you don't have the credentials to come across here. But that's one fighter, right? But we talking about all the fighters, because there's other fighters right now. There's fighters right now that their brand, and which is not a brand topic, but it's a good subject, because what happened is what they're talking about who's worth or who can sell something out. That's the whole thing, man. Are you marketable? And Mikey, as a welterweight, you're just not gonna be marketable. Because even your win right there, your win was controversial. I'm sorry. Yeah, Jay Brown said Morales did it first. Yep. Yeah, but that's what you do when you trying to move around. When you try to move around like that, that shit happens to you. And that's another, see, and that was my next person, Sir Flame, already put him down there. And I hadn't even got to him, but he said Mikey going to be the Mexican version of AB. And that's another person. So now, I mean, I was giving AB a little bit of props. I said he'll come in and he'll fight and stuff like that. But you know what? I'm going to be honest with y'all. The taste is out of my mouth now for AB. For AB, the taste is out. I don't have that same taste no more for AB. Like, I want to see if he can get it done, or I know he's going to come to fight. I don't have that taste, man. So, AB, you another one. You another fighter. And we can jump divisions and go all over the place. But, AB, you're another fighter that I don't trust you. And I don't even know if you will come to fight anymore. It seemed like just watching other fights traumatize your ass. And you just want to be a talker. So I really don't even see you coming and being like a draw. Shit, you got some fans still. Now, when all the people that mess with you come or view you, is that going to be enough? Because that's all you're going to have is the ones that really mess with you. Your family, you're not going to have nobody else. And so you can't sell out a bathroom. You know what I mean? You ain't selling out closets, man. Like, damn, we're only in the closet. That's it. Damn. And that's the whole thing. Dude, can we get fighters that can sell out a damn closet? Yeah. And then Jay Brown back there said that's a good point. Him losing the Spence took it away. Yeah. And see what it is, Jay Brown, is as he stayed, what happened is he stayed out. You understand? Is he stayed out. Now, even if you took it, see, this is what he should have done. Now, if he wasn't hurt up, this is what he should have done. He should have been, yeah, I lost the Spence. You know, I was out of my element for that fight, but I'm going to come right back to prove to you that I do belong in the welterweight division. And we're going to make this happen. See, right then, he could have sold tickets, right? If you come back talking crap right away, you're still marketable. You can still sell tickets. But he just got all, nobody knew where his ass was at. He was on that fishing boat, fishing in that pond with no lakes, with no fish in it. See, and once you do that, it's over. It's a wrap. Once you do something like that, it's a wrap, man. You just sitting on that boat, but just out there in the water, know you ain't gonna catch nothing, right? But if you would have came right back talking shit, see, then we know you about that business at least. Still show your marketability still. So Wilder right away enacted his rematch clause, right? So that still put him a stamp. You put that stamp on him, boom. Okay, that's a champ stamp. He coming right back. You know the loss was on some type of bullshit, or he know I can come get this. I'm still talking. I'm not blaming. I mean, there's a lot of things that came up, like suits and all that shit. But you ain't blaming what you ate and shit like that. You know, all the food, the water. You're not blaming all that. And then we seen what the hell happened. Palm strike. 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 Huh? Palm. Anybody don't got it? Palm strike. Palm strike. Blackfish. Palm strike. Nice. They hate Eagles Web. They hate Eagles Web. They hate that. But guess what? I haven't even been getting my thumbs down because y'all know the thing about it is when you spitting the truth, they can't even thumb you down. They be like, oh, I got to still give them the thumbs up. See? Because I'm still making my points, man. I'm still making valid points. If I wasn't making valid points, then you'll be able to do that. I know Fury, you watching this again? Fury, I know your punk ass is in here. Fury, palm strike, huh? Fury, remember that palm strike? Huh? Remember that back fist? Huh? Remember that little scratching on the ear and all that shit? Remember the raking? Remember the eye poke? A lot of shit I didn't even cover because I told you the casket is still open. Because a lot of stuff I didn't care. Remember the chokehold? Huh? Fury, that look familiar? Remember the chokehold? Huh? Remember that shit? I can do it on myself. Remember that shit, Fury? Huh? You remember that? Huh? Yeah, we ain't really talking about your ass, but at the end of what I write from my discussion, I still got to say that the coffin is still open. Coffin's still open, man. The coffin is still open, and we still gonna just, put a little sand in your face every now and then. And that's the way we got to do it. B&B out there. B&B said, he said Robert taught Mikey to hide his come forward game now. All you got to do is take a double step back. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you keep taking a double step back until somebody catch your ass in that straight line, and it's gonna be all over with. Yep. And then Jay Brown said he had it draw because of the knockdown, but it was 7-5 Diaz in his opinion. And then Sir Flame right back crying. And then Sir Flame again said Fred gave Wilder that Buddha palm. Yeah, he put that palm on him. Yeah, it ain't funny though. But the thing is, man, we know what your dirty ass do, man. But see, we try to sometimes we got to come in here and be a little bit light. We can't always be heavy. You know what I mean? We got to come in and be light. So people can see, when they see your host, they say, oh, he's a nice guy. Which I am, but they got to see me in that light sometime. They don't want to see me like going off all the time. You know, they come in and say, well, oh, he's a nice guy. But then when I hit him with that, the palm strike, when I hit him with that, you know, the palm strike and shit, you know what I'm saying? Then they like, the palm strike, the back fist, the palm and back, the palm and back. Underneath. I know y'all they hate it, but at the same time they gotta be like, yeah, that's kind of legit right there though. Yeah. Now, as far as people moving up to destroy their marketability, we don't have, we have a few of them. But then, see, there's always that other flip side though. See, we have that flip side. And we got people that shouldn't be able to sell donuts to Homer Simpson. But then when they come back or they move up, they'll probably be able to, they'll make a little bit of change. I'm not saying they're going to make the most money. Can y'all think of one person at least? I'm going to give you my one person. I know you're going to think of somebody else. In the cruiserweight, we got Usyk, right? Now, he's taking his brand up and he's taking his fans up. But is he going to be somebody that's going to be marketable as he ventures up to the heavyweight? Or is he finally just, or is he just going to end up getting smashed down and then trashed down, and then his bank is just going to hit the ground? But then again, we got to keep our eyes open, Webb. Keep your eyes open, because you know what they'll do? They'll feed him nothing but bombs. They'll feed him people that he can squeak by and make it look like, you know what I mean? Yeah, you see what I mean? They'll make it seem like, oh yeah, he's the, yeah, now this is the real one. And see, Mikey might not even know it. Mikey might be a sacrifice. I said it. See? And one of the reasons Mikey made himself a sacrifice, y'all, is that he stayed his ass out, right? Instead of doing that Wilder shit, that King shit, like, damn, man, yeah, he beat me, man, somehow, man, but I got to figure this out, man. I need to get back and get that action, right? Instead of doing that, you got your boxing and life decisions beat out of you. See? You got your life decisions beat out of you, and then you try to pretend like your life decisions wasn't beat out of you and came back. See? On the other side, what they're gonna do is, see, they're telling you they got Master Bob pointing your ass to the exit, but at the same time, they got people welcoming in Usyk. And I forgot, what's the other guy? Who was the other guy? The other cruiserweight that's bringing his ass up too. So everybody. So they want to take over that king status. And the reason they need, because they need that belt, man. They need to have those belts in the heavyweight. Do y'all understand that? Because I got my scholars in here and I got my people that understand people. They were in the last chat for sure. And so we know that this kind of a move, that great white hope or great white hype, we know how that move works, because we know that it's not, first of all, we know it's not really that color. Even if a lot of the participants might be that so-called color, we already know that it's not a color thing. We know it's a power thing, and it's a get on board thing. See? And now y'all can understand why Wilder's where he's at too, though. Because Wilder is not the get on board. He's not a get on board person that we know of. He's not the get on board type. Now, if he turns into the get on board type, then I'll turn into the type that don't want to mess with it. Because right now, this where he's at is just a wonderful place where he's at right now. Yep. Yeah. And B&B put down angles and didn't work. On which one is that B&B? Because that's a powerful statement, but it's like I could take it as being like a vague statement right there. So just put your whole thought up. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we got time. I'm gonna be here for a little bit. Yeah, of course I got to rush to work. They got my ass. They got me again, y'all. They tackled my ass. Remember last time they got me? They got me in November. That's the last time they really just smashed me, huh? They was taking all my shows. I had to come in late. But certain people were still coming in, though. They were still coming to see me. Yeah, Eagles, well, I ain't know you come on late. I don't have no choice but to come on late. Mikey, you can't sell out a TV dinner. When people bringing in the dinners. A dinner in front of the TV. And that's what they trying to put on us. But we gotta take a look at that and watch it. But who else we got? Let's go to another division. So, and this is an important one, I think, right here, y'all. If you pay, it's Hurd. So, what do y'all think about Hurd, man? Do you guys think that Hurd? Do you think he damaged his? Did he damage his brand and his marketability? I'm gonna give y'all a few of them, and then I may come back and just give you the reasons why. What about Cornball? Now, y'all know who Cornball is, Harrison. Did he damage his marketability? Did he damage his brand? Or is everything cool? Okay. And then also Cinnamon Bun. Is that the flip side too? Is that like the Usyk? Is that the flip side? Is that the side where we make all the exceptions for? Oh, he's special, so he can do this and do that. And he can keep his fan base. Is there two? So, I know that's a lot of questions, huh? So is there two kinds of boxing? Is there legitimate boxing? And then is there just bullshit boxing? And then Kovalev. See, I'm gonna ask y'all about him. I see down there King Louis boxing there. He said, salute family. Salute to the king, to the Louis out there. Yeah, I be trying to hit Louis up. Y'all make sure y'all hit Louis up, man, when you can, man. Louis be just coming on. I don't even get no notification that Louis just be on. I'll be like, oh shit, I was at work last time. I called the very end. You probably didn't even know I was in your chat, Louis, because I caught you at the very end right there. Yeah, I caught you at the end. So the double standard, so if we're dealing with a double standard, so we got two sides. So we got the side where if you play yourself by moving up too much like Mikey did, and then you're going to have somebody like Master Bob pointing your ass out this way, like, get your ass out, Mikey. Because that's what Bob told him. Bob said, if y'all watched that interview, I don't even know where it was. I caught, because I get that stuff on my phone, man. Came in, I was like, what? Bob was like this, like Mikey, we can't get your ass the money. You know what I mean? We can't get no money for you. See? But are they gonna get money for somebody that's moving up another division that probably don't have a chance to to get the championship? And yes, they fight AJ because everybody want to fight AJ, middleweights and everything else, and that's Usyk. Is the standards different for Usyk? Are they different for Cinnamon Bun, who ain't gonna fight the people that we want to see him fight? And are real brand holders, can they hold on to their brand? Are real brand holders, are the real people that can be marketed it and can make that kind of money, are they gonna keep their status? Because I think Spence is not the sellout type, but Spence is very marketable. People still love Spence, even though he's not on that sellout tip. And like I said, I know you guys can see these double standards right now, because when's the last time that Manny fought? We know who he fought, but we've been talking since last year who he's supposed to be fighting next. Oh, he's fighting Danny. Oh, he's fighting Mikey. Oh, he wants Spence when he come back. And no mention of Crawford. And we know Crawford kind of messed himself up, moving all these divisions. But Crawford is a little bit different, because he is what his is like his own. This person here is keeping him from getting fights, because he's still kind of worried, like, I don't know what might happen. And the same thing that I think will happen to Loma can end up happening to Crawford. I'm not saying it will happen, but what I think is going to happen, this is my prediction for right now, until I see anything that's different, is I think what's going to happen is, if he decides to fight Earl, they're going to get in some type of heated exchange, and Crawford ain't going to know when to get the hell out the heat. He's not going to know when to get out of there. And Earl's going to be touching that body up when they in there, like they're fighting like that. Earl's going to be banging that damn body, and he going to hurt Crawford. And then it's going to be too late, because Crawford is going to keep coming, because Earl's going to keep marching forward. Like, oh, that's the way you want to fight now? And so Earl going to love that. Like, okay, that's what you want to do? You want to see who can take the most? And he going to get into that, because he's going to be doing good at first. It might be close, or he might be even up, or, it might be down. But then he going to get too brave, and he going to get in there with them exchanges and shit, and then Earl ain't going to let him get out of it no more. Once you start exchanging with Earl, that's what he expect. Like, okay, we're going to exchange all the time now, right? Bet. Take your ass in there. Say bet if you want to, and go in there and exchange with him. And that's what I can see happen. Same damn thing. B said get a stream. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody saluting out. Okay, Louis said, I saw you. And King Louis said, okay. That's at the Gill. And then Gill right back. And then Gill right back with the yes, sir. And then King Louis got his words down there. He got his words up. He want to be heard on that one. He said, if Earl fights Danny, I'm going to look at him different. Why is that, King? Come on, put it up, King. Why you going to look at him different? Because he got to fight he got to fight him. You know what I mean? If he has to fight him, then he has to fight him. I don't even know who is there for Earl to fight, though. Everybody want to throw Bud up in there, like, get your ass in there, Bud, but that's not gonna happen. And see, and this is the thing where Papa Bob made his mistake at, though, because he said, see, so now we know your speech, we know how you talk, Bob. So this is what you said. You did like this to Mikey. Get your ass out. And the way you were saying it was like, get your ass out because you can't bring the money. Uh-oh. So now what you just did is you just X'd out your excuse for Crawford versus Earl. Because you're not going to be able to say that same thing. You're not going to be able to say that Earl can't bring in the money. Uh-oh. See how these snakes, they start trapping their own self? Yeah. Well, I understand that King said it's trap season and stuff. He said that Danny ain't his man, though. But man down anyway, man. He need to get that money. Just go ahead and get that money, man. I'm not gonna look at him that much different. Just get your money on. Everybody fighting everything anyway. Shit. You got heavyweights. Remember all the heavyweights was trying to, not all the heavyweights, but remember Fruit Cup was trying to cherry pick. That's how he lost his strap in the first place. Trying to cherry pick. Well, what about like the one, let's say for instance, the 168? Should Cinnamon Bun be fighting at 168, or he better drop his ass down? Cause he's short, man. He's not really as big as people act like he's so big, man. And Mayweather already showed you how to beat him. But ain't nobody let his ass just let him run it. He couldn't fight somebody. A type of person that's be a perfect person for him to fight that he would get knocked out easy is somebody with like a Tommy Hearns type of style. Cause he would just get bombed like the whole fight, get loaded up on, be walking right in. He'd be just here. There's nothing but traps. He just walking in nothing but explosions. That's what he'll walk into. Boom. What was that? He can't fight that kind of pressure, man. Yep. Because he has to be the one that like to put his leg forward. Like you got to be right here. So I can be flat-footed, get some punches off, and get my ass up out of there. If you don't let him get planted to where he can get his punches off and get the hell out of there, he's in trouble. So they gonna have to plan what he does, even though they getting money for him. They gonna have to plan what he does, man. And then he gonna make the wrong plan, and it's gonna be very disappointing for everybody. And then nobody's gonna want to mess with him, except for those that Canelo, they gonna mess with him. It's always gonna be those like those for Mikey. But Mikey, I don't know what I mean. To be honest, I don't know why Bob all of a sudden decided to throw Mikey underneath the bus. Because he didn't even say, we could work out something, we can get you some money. He's like, you priced yourself out. I mean, how you, really? No negotiation right there? Yeah. Yeah, you're right, though, King. It is on him. Said this is on Arrow, too. That's right, Jay Cooley, though. I see both of y'all's point, though. Jay Cooley said Earl versus everybody. Put everybody in there. Then he ranked 1 in the WBO and WBC. And WBA. There you go, Jay Cooley. Put your little points in there. Yeah. And you say, how could you blame Bud while the other side talking about money too? That's the whole thing, man. Is it I don't have to bring up how we got to this whole money thing. I don't have to bring that up. Everybody already know. How did we get to the money thing, y'all, in the first place? How did we get it all involved with everybody's money? How did we get involved with this? How come we're not at the point where they said, man, I want to fight? Is it, forget, I don't care how much money it is. If you're that confident, I'm going to whoop your ass for this money, and that's it. I'm not worried about it. But you're right. Both sides. Everybody worried about the money. I'm the A. And see, they still got that same stupid shit stuck in their head. I'm the A side. I'm the B side. But let's look across at the other situations, though. Are these other people, are they thinking about the money like we're thinking about the money? Or like the people that we're concentrating on, are they worried about the money? Is Usyk worried about, are you hearing things where he had to worry about the bag? There's certain fighters that it seems like we're not hearing no conversation about them worrying about a bag. Even that little French guy, not the little guy, but the French guy that's moving up. The Dubois, you know what I mean? We're not hearing no discussions about money and nothing like that. All we know is people are fighting. But it seems like the most major fights, the most important fights that we need to hear about or that we need to see, all we keep hearing is negotiations back, that you ain't worth this and you ain't, come on now. Yep. He said when it comes to Bud's people, throw away politics. That's it. Who Bud people? He said, I'm using logic. That's it. And he says, King Louis right there, back there, said, was Furry worth 50-50? No, he wasn't. But Wilder gave it to him to get the fight. See? And that's what, and before I read that, that's what I'm saying. That there's nobody else around, that there's other fighters and stuff that want to fight, but they're not on this old bullshit. Oh no, I'm the, see, they didn't got too much into the whole, they got them believing that shit, where a lot of us we don't even believe it no more. Because I don't believe in an A, a B, a C. I don't believe in all that shit. We want to see it. We want to see good fights. Because I believe if it's going to be a good fight, then negotiate. You guys already know who should get the most amount of the money. Stop acting like you don't know. Stop getting all arrogant. No, I deserve half. I deserve the 60. You deserve the 40. Okay, if you ain't done shit, then you ain't going to get it. And I'm not saying you ain't done shit in boxing, but if you haven't done anything in that division, don't bring your ass in there talking about how much money you need to get. Because we already seen when Mikey got smashed down. Now look where he's at. Trying to bite more of a meal than what your mouth can handle. See? Is that what he was doing, y'all? And had a lot of people going with him too. Had experts and shit going with him. Had like the Sugar Ray Leonards and stuff like that going with him. Oh, that's Mikey. See? And then what ends up happening to him? He got beat into shrimp mode, where he just folded up like a shrimp and then stayed out of boxing because he didn't know if he wanted to fight anymore. And then he comes back and gets a controversial win, and then he hollering for everybody. Get your ass out of here. That's why Master Bob said that too. Get your ass out of here. Huh? We're going to start telling them to sit their ass down with the home. We're going to put the homes on anybody who come in here or anybody who come out there and running their mouth acting like they want it and they don't deserve it. Sit your ass down. We're gonna start putting up the sit your ass down jab with Holmes. Like, sit your ass down. Because if you would have just tried to come back right away and say, I want it again, I wasn't at my best, I want to show my fans that I wasn't at my best, and then come back, then that would have made it different. Well, we're talking about the prize too, though. So we're not just talking about who's Mando and who's not, but we're talking about the prize too, because they're going to fight for money sometimes too. And I can understand that because it is called prize fighting. Yeah. Yeah, old Jay Cooley said when it comes to Bud, he said, people just throw away politics. Yep. But they be on that they do be on that bullshit with Bud though. Yeah, they do be on that. It's business first. He said Fox and ESPN gonna want theirs. You got that right, Jay Cooley. That's the whole thing. And people in general, and then Jay Cooley right back. Fury also bring a whole country with him too, though. And that's the whole thing. Is Fury still got people, because the thing is, he's not going. See, this is what happened with Fury though. See, is they're not going to decide that all the shit that we showed on Fury, that's not going to bother them. And I'm not saying that the fans are dirty, but if you can go with somebody who's dirty, that means you just as guilty as them. If you can just go with it like it ain't nothing. Because if your fans can't figure out the truth and just tell you, you know what, you're going to have to go over there and show what you can really do. But we don't think that was on the up. You see what I mean? We don't think that was on the up. You're going to have to go and get something done. And then show us that you real. Because if he really come and do it, then you really got to take your hat off. But I still can't. I mean, I say you, and that's probably more or less for his fans though, because I ain't gonna never take my hat off for him because he cheated twice already, and then we didn't even go back and look at no other fights. Look at some more of his knockouts and stuff. He might have been doing that. See. But that's one thing that's true though. And Mikey, so the difference between Fury and Mikey is that Mikey ain't gonna bring as many, I don't think. Now, I think Fury can bring a little bit more because of his championship status. But he damn sure wasn't selling shit without Wilder though. Yeah, you know what I mean? Errol said he going after the WBC and WBA, 2 belts that split. Yep. But Earl doesn't need the WBA, right? Isn't that all that Earl really need? I mean, just because I'm not really counting the other. I'm not counting the. I'm not, to be honest, I don't know. Y'all can get mad at me if you want to, but I'm not really counting. I never really counted the WBO. And if y'all been following me, y'all know that I call it the Tommy Morrison belt. I really don't mess with that. It's just, for me, it's a kind of a tainted belt. I don't really mess with it. So if y'all thinking that it's a great belt and y'all mad at me, oh, Eagles Web, that's a good belt, and then that's okay. That's okay, because we can just agree to disagree on that one. But I'm just saying, that's just me. That's just who I am. Then Surf Flame, who y'all taking? White versus Povetkin. I'm gonna tell you what, Surf Flame, who care about White versus Povetkin? Are you gonna pay for it? If it's on cable or something, are you paying for it, or did you pay for it? And then King Louis back, he said Ugas was a WBC Mando in March against Porter. So you telling me that the WBC calling 2 Mandos with within a year? I call bullshit. I never said that. I never said that they calling 2. But if they are, then we know it is. We know that it is bullshit. Because you're supposed to be able to have a luxury fight after a Mando. You're supposed to be able to have a luxury fight. See what I mean? And matter of fact, Earl nobody should be called, to be honest, so Earl just got a championship. He should be able to be honest, he should be able to get, regardless of what any of them say, he should be able to just get a luxury fight. You know? He should be able to get I choose whatever. He should be able to get that. You know? Especially if it wasn't no kind of rematch in there. Yeah. He said all these belts full of shit, but the WBO is the worst of all. That's why if I'm saying I don't even mess with the WBO. I don't mess with that shit. I don't like belts in the first place. I told y'all, man, we give him an Eagles belt. The Eagle, the fly high. I'm the fly high champion. That's it. The only champ. Because the Eagle on top, you know what I mean? He on the top, man. Yeah. Top of the world. They can call it top of the world if they want to, the mountain. We can call it the top of the world heavyweight champion. Top of the world heavyweight champion. That's it. No other belt. All these damn belts. They got so many belts that don't make sense. And plus, that's not even all the belts, though, that fanboys and fangirls be even messing with. That's not even all the belts, man. Y'all don't know it's all kinds of belts below those belts. Because you got all kinds of belts. You got tournament belts. You got regional belts. You got different belts from different countries. You got so many belts, it don't make no sense, man. You might go in somebody's house and they got a champion or something like that. He might be just a one-time world champion. He might have all kinds of he might have 15, 20 other belts that might look better than his world belt. There's all these damn belts, man. And I think the whole thing about it is the King Louis bring up this point about the belts. Now, the thing about the whole belt situation, if you just think about it like this. Would there be better fights, and would there be more competition and more people striving, to really get the belt if there was only one belt? And not even in these tournaments, just give their ass medals or something like that. So if they're a champion, if you have to call them a champion, they don't get a belt, though. They just get some shit stored around their neck. Hey, there you go. That's yours. You're a champion. You're the Northeast champion. There you go. That's what you get. And then when they make this whole top of the mountain belt, I mean, make that belt, make it a nice ass belt. Put all the champions, like great champions on there from the 1900s or whatever, early 1900s, 18 or whatever, and early 2000. Put some good champions on there and stuff. Like, I mean, when I say good champions, I mean champions that everybody looks up to, regardless of, race, religion, or creed, that they look up to. Boom. Put those on that belt. Bling that belt out a little bit. Be like, this is what you get. You be looking at your belt, and your belt be sometimes the belt be worth more than your purse. Shit, you be wanting to get that belt. So I got to get that shit. I got to have that. You know what I mean? And any other time they just throw their ass a coin. Here, you got a coin. You the coin champion. Just give them a coin. Because and matter of fact, that will tire out all these narratives and all this bullshit and all this talk. That will tire it out. If everybody know all you got is a coin, they ain't trying to mess with your ass real serious. You know what I mean? Let me see. If somebody say, look, this is what you got. This is your championship. This is what you got. That look pretty good though, because it is gold. And don't be trying to rob me. But anyway, look. but if somebody just make you just, hey, there you go. You the coin champion. Okay. Is that going to make you strive for bigger and better things? Huh? Is that going to make you strive for bigger and better things if you're just a coin champion? You damn right you're going to try to get something else. And Jay Brown's like down there, he said that ass whooping was spits. Yeah, that's what that ass whooping was, man. And then Jay Cooley said, yep, if you don't count the WBO, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't mess with the WBO. I don't really mess with none of them, just like King said. I don't really mess with them. But the WBO, to me, that's always, when they brought that belt into conception, that was always a garbage belt. Y'all got to look, y'all got to really go back and then look, of the person that belt was really designed for. He's no longer with us, though. But I know, and that can't nobody trick me into thinking that belt was not designed for Tommy Morrison. Huh? It was too many killers back then, and they needed to paint that picture. You know, that picture I'll talk about painting. They needed to paint that picture back then, and so they tried to up that belt back then, make it seem like, oh, this is the belt. This is the new, like this is the future belt or whatever. They tried to up the belt back then, but then he ended up getting his ass pieced up, and that was it. And then after that, I never even really followed it because I didn't think it was a serious belt. Like, oh, I don't think that shit's gonna be serious. Yeah. I knew that shit was, I was like, what kind of belt is that? That belt ain't shit. But then there we go again. Gil Coles, he said Earl versus Manny. He said Bud versus Johnny from the tire shop. Hey Gil, is that who? He didn't even give him. Gil didn't even give him like a prestigious name or nothing like that. He didn't even give he didn't even say like General Tire or nothing like that. He didn't even like Goodyear Tire. He just said he said Johnny from the tire shop. God dang, Gil, is that it? Damn, Bud Biscuits, you gotta do better than that, man. The Biscuits, you fight Johnny from the tire shop. Not even a Sir Fayman, he said, hell no. He said, I ain't paying for it. He cried. Hell no, I know you wasn't gonna pay for it. Ain't nobody paying for that shit. It ain't no pay-per-view. Is white a pay-per-view? Somebody give me a name, man. When is white a pay-per-view name? White. Who can he fight and you would pay for the pay-per-view? Somebody put it up. I just want to see. I want to see where everybody's at, man. Somebody put it up. If White fights somebody, I want to see who y'all got White fighting to where it's going to be on the pay-per-view. Let me read some more out, man. Y'all, my damn chat is losing their damn mind. Sir Flame again, he said, that's how it should be. One belt, each division, that's it. And then Jake Brown, he said, it's Fury how UK, he says Fury how UK fighters keep recycling 40-year-old Favekin, but 40-year-old Ortiz still only Wilder has fought. That's it. We know, like I said, I separated it already, man. I separated that shit, man. Remember I separated it? Because even over here, because guess what they did? Because now they throwing Mikey's ass under the bus too. See? And so it wasn't just, and we don't like to do no kind of race shit, but it wasn't just the darker brown people. It was the lighter brown people too. But they didn't show nobody until like recently. Now they really just gonna show you. Cause remember he had all the celebrities and shit backing him up. Oh, everybody, Mikey, and everybody loves Mikey and shit. And then you let Bob Arum's old ass just come out and just threw Mikey's ass under the bus. And nobody came to his defense either, though, if you think about it. Because Bob put this on him. Bob put this shit on him. He's like, Mikey, you're not worth the paper. Hit the door. And see, nobody came to his defense. See? So, all that we love Mikey shit. Damn, and that wasn't, was that even a year ago? When was that shit? Yeah, it was about a year, huh? That's a shame, man. You mean 12 months? They gave your ass 12 months, Mikey. You should have made some boss moves, man. Now Mikey done effed it up for himself now because he didn't make them boss moves. He effed his own self up. That's right. Yeah, but Jay Brown hit that shit, and then King Louis, he agreed. He said, I agree, but we know that shit they ain't finna happen. That's right. That's right. My grown folks is speaking now. I got grown folk in here, and they speaking on it. That's a damn shame, though. Mikey, how that bus feel, Mikey? Huh? How that bus feel? You was just celebrating, huh? You see, Mikey got in the habit. Hey, look, y'all. Mikey was just about to get into the habit of cashing big checks and shit. Like, oh, shit. This is what it's like. See? That's what your ass get, though, man. That's what you get, man. Because you, see, who can get it in Eagles Web, first of all, y'all? Who can get it? Only one person can get it? Now, y'all know better than that shit. Huh? Y'all know better than that. It ain't no just one person who can get it up in Eagles Web. Mikey, you know you done fucked up bad when you sat there and thought that you's a pay-per-view star. You gonna just start raking in all kinds of money. But see, what you didn't think about is what somebody said. Is that Earl bought that ass whooping? Yeah, that ass whooping was Spence, and that was Jay Brown. Jay Brown said that ass whooping, and so what happened is you got amnesia from that ass whooping, and you forgot. See, what you forgot is the ass whooping. When you take an ass whooping like that, you got to make some kind of comeback. Like, oh shit, I just got that ass whooped. Okay, so ass whooping in boxing. What does ass whooping do in boxing? If you in prize fighting, what does ass whooping do? What does that do to your bank? That Mikey ass didn't see. And then Master Bob had to show his ass, because Master Bob came out here with this shit. Master Bob came out here like this. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. Master Bob came out just like this, y'all. Mikey, you're not a draw. We can't make that kind of money off you. You're a minimum wage fighter at best. Get to moving. And so once Bob put that on him, see, that's what, see, and we can't be missing shit in fighting, in boxing and stuff like that. We can't be missing stuff like that. Because if you start missing stuff like that, you see what I mean? If you start missing those type of things, then you just a regular damn person. And that's what Bob treating your ass like right now. Bob treating your ass like you regular Joe. You like Johnny from the tire shop. What Gil call him? Johnny from the tire shop. You might as well fight Johnny from the tire shop, because you done killed your bankroll, and the reason you killed your bankroll is because you didn't make that player move, or that I'm a champ move. You got the life decisions beat out of you, and you just folded up, and that was it. Instead of just saying, "Yeah, man, I need to get some more action." See, that's what you got to do after a fight. I'm gonna shake this off. I got to come back. See, that's the champ talk. You didn't have that champ talk. But now you get a controversial win, and now you're trying to have champ talk. It don't work that way. You can't have champ talk after you had a controversial win, and that's right after you got your ass smashed up. Then you're gonna come back with champ talk. I'm a champ now. I got this. It's too late, man. Cause now you showing us something. Now we see it. We see it. The front. We see your ass was the front. Yep. That's right. You tell him, Sir Frank. He said facts to Jake Brown. And they always messing with the Ortiz. You know that, man. And y'all know that's my favorite. That's my most skill set at heavyweight. He got the best skill set out of all of them. Still. And I'm still going to keep it like that. And then Wilder Ortiz. That's right. Sir Frank. Gil Cole said Holyfield versus White. $29.99. He said, I'll buy it. You'll be buying it just to hope that Holyfield headbutt his ass and split his lip open and then beat him down or something like that. I don't even know if I would pay to see Holyfield fight his ass. I got to get that one. I'm sorry, Gil. And I'm going to be honest with my stream. I'll probably get that one illegally. I'm telling y'all right now, I'll probably get that one illegally. It is what it is, man. But yeah, I'll probably get that one illegally. Like, I gotta illegally get this stream because it's white. But Mikey played himself, and then Bob put his ass really on blasted. That's effed up when Bob, because Bob, what, 100 years old, and Bob come out and blast you like that? God dang, Bob. Bob wrong, man. To be an old man, I don't care. People might hate him and don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like him in Snake. But that's pretty, but for an older dude like that, he pretty raw on you, though. He pretty raw on you, man, when even though he's lying, like he's lying his ass off a lot of times, but it's still pretty raw of him to even let them words come out. Because he compliments you as he cutting your ass at the same time. And that's just like snakes do. Oh, you look real nice, and they biting the shit out you. Oh, I like this. Is that a new color? And they just putting their fangs into you. So Bob do the same shit. So Bob was like, oh, he's a great gentleman and all this and blah 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 blah. At the same time, he's like, but he can't sell out a bathroom though. Damn. So he's not a draw. In other words, he's not a draw. In other words, he said Gil can go in there and get fights, but he can't. And they rooting for you, Gil. They say Gil and King. They say y'all can sell out. And Jay Brown, that's 3 fights. We can throw on a 3-fight card, and y'all can bring in more paper. It might even get y'all on pay-per-view just for the spectacle of it. And y'all gonna pull in more money than Mikey can get. That's sad, man. That's sad though. But you played yourself though. And we told you anybody come in here and here, you can get it in here. And everybody know that you bring your ass in here, you can get it. And that's exactly what happened. You brought your ass in here. And the reason you brought your ass in here because you was all hyped up and talking before the Earl Spence fight. You was all blah blah blah, and you had celebrities and everybody else backing you up. Then you got the life decisions beat out your ass and didn't want to fight no more. When you should have did a boss move and say, okay, F that. I mean, I couldn't get him. Let me get Crawford next. I think I can, I just had to figure out this size thing. I can get it done. You should have did something. Because at least then you would have had 2 big paydays. But Bob just took your payday from you. Bob said, you ain't getting no more paydays after you. Like Bob in charge of how much money you make. That's sorry. But y'all know how we do it up in here. Yep. That's funny though, Gil. Holyfield in white. He said he'll buy it. He got Sir Flame crying. That's right, Sir Flame. He said everybody. He said everybody can get it. And then King just laughing out. Yeah, that's right. You come up in here, anybody. It don't matter. Wilder got it. Anybody can get it. We kind of prejudged Wilder and jumped on him a little bit. And see, we didn't jump on the King because we wanted to jump on the King. We jumped on the King because it was just, for us, it was just disappointed until we figured out what the hell happened. See? And I'm going to tell y'all something, man. I would have known, but that day, y'all know I had to work before the fight, right? And so I think I was watching half of that shit on my phone or something. I don't know, man. I had to rush home to get that shit going. My stream, I was behind and stuff like that. I was listening on Marlo's Corner as I was watching my screen and all that. I couldn't get into it the first time I seen it. I couldn't really get into it as much. It just looked like, I was like, damn, what is Wilder doing? And I was just all freaked out. Like, what the F is happening? He came in like totally not prepared or whatever and stuff. And, and just being back and forth with devices from one device to the other. And I didn't figure it out. It just took me a while. And then I got it. I'm like, oh, shit. Because then I heard everybody talking. I'm like, okay, I didn't really do my breakdown. I said, but we'll talk about it a little bit. So we did some chats. And I said, okay. So then I seen all these other little breakdowns. And I held it for myself. I said, okay, let me figure this out for myself. So let me start looking. And that's what I did. I started looking. And I said, okay, I see how you can do that. And then I didn't even practice it with the glove thing. I didn't even practice it. And I did the shit live right on my show. As a matter of fact, I did it live on this show too. I did it live on this show. And I think it was Sir Flame. I said, how long did it take me to do it? He said 3 seconds. So it took me 3 seconds. So maybe it takes 12 seconds in a real fight when you wrapped up. But it took me 3 seconds to undo my hand. To get the glove on top of my fist. With the glove on. Live stream. Palm strike. palm strike. Not that fast though, cause he kind of slow. He's big. He's big. He big and lumbering, all hunched over and shit. Old hunchback ass. See, but from now on, caveman, you come in here, you gonna fight the king again, though, caveman. And when you fight the king again, it's gonna be a different story. But we're gonna watch everything coming up into this fight. And like I said, these brands, like we talked about the brands and stuff like that. But the point that I want to really bring to y'all, because I gotta go. But anyway, the point I wanted to really bring to y'all is look at the differences of who they cherish and who they want to try to bank and market and who they don't give a shit about, who they not trying to market. And Bob came out and told the truth, though. He usually lied, but that is the truth, though, that Mike and you just ain't gonna make that kind of money no more. Because you should have. See, the whole thing is when you're losing money, a lot of times you gotta do a desperate move. Sometimes you gotta be like, oh shit, I gotta stay on top of this bank. And sometimes you gotta do stuff in order for you to stay on top of the bank. And see, what happened is he didn't do shit to keep himself on top of the bank. Y'all understand what I'm saying, though, right? Is that you gotta do stuff to stay on top of the bank. He didn't do those things to stay on top of the bank. So maybe he learned from it. Maybe he learned from it, Mike, or maybe he didn't. But biting off more than you can chew, and without admitting it, and then shutting down and just getting all quiet and shit, and you got your corner over there talking greasy at the same time that you in there fighting, they cussing at the other corner. See, y'all got out of character. When you got that ass whooped, you got out of character. Your whole camp and everybody else, cousins and all that, or whoever, uncles and all that, got out of character. And now look what it's going to lead to you. You ain't going to have those kind of paydays, man. And you got monsters that's waiting for you at 142 and 147. I don't think you're going to do it, man. And if you try to go up there at 154, you're going to get brutalized up there. If you move up again, you're going to get totally brutalized. But anyway, we're going to get back at it, man. I may have to do a late tomorrow. They got my ass tomorrow, man. They got me tomorrow, man. So my time will be shot for tomorrow. But we're gonna get back at it, man. Y'all know how we do it up here in Eagles Way of Boxing, man. My shout out to all the real people that I see. And my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. Nothing but blessings, y'all. I'ma see y'all, man.